Okay, today we're gonna be working on the Landcruiser, finally. I've also got something up here that I'm gonna make another video about at some point, probably pretty soon, but we're not talking about that today. What we're talking about today is making the gap between the tire and the fender bigger. What do we got right now? We got 33
what you have
and a
is
half.
the American average penis size, right? And that's just, 5 inches.
Unacceptable.
Unacceptable. So we're gonna add another 2 inches to this thing and really get it picking up all the fly hose.
So you know what they say, it is the size of the boat and not the motion of the ocean.
And we're gonna be doing that with this Iron Man kit that I got. When this is on the ground, we measured the distance between the tire and the fender, and we have 32.5 inches in the front. So tire between fender, 32.5 inches. Between fender and the rear is 33.5 inches. So when we're finished with this, we're gonna let the springs settle and everything and see what we gain. This is supposed to be a 2-inch lift. Some people I've seen get 3 inches out of it. Some people I've seen get 1 inch out of it. It kind of depends on just how your suspension is currently, what the difference will be. So I'm interested to see what we actually get out of it, and we'll let you know at the end of the video, I guess. Okay, so I was telling you guys about how incredibly fucked up these stock struts are. I didn't even know this was a possibility, but I just found out today that these were like this. And it was obvious while driving that they were not good, but I didn't realize it was this bad. There's a hole rusted straight through the shock housing. On both sides. And here's the exhaust that came off in front of that police officer on the highway. That's it. That's axle back. There's no more exhaust. So Charles is gonna make me a nice new one, 2.5 inches, and we'll be good. But yeah, very bad, and we're fixing that today. Wheelies coming off. Also, got new wheelies and new tires coming soon.
You can sell these for like $250,000. Oh man, look at this rotor. This poor rotor. This diff is leaking like a motherfucker.
Yeah, look at this.
Oh my God.
That's good.
This thing's thrashed.
That's how you know it's lubricated.
You always want the grease on the outside of the bearing. Although the classic More Skids video is film too much, film too little. Yeah, sometimes you film too much and sometimes you film too little. You struggle to find.
We're struggling to find the median here.
The classic More Skids video is like 3 days later. Yeah, so we removed the entire car and we built a new one.
Removed the entire car.
And then other videos, it's like
everything.
So remove bolt. Remove this bolt. Remove this bolt. You're like, true. Oh God.
Mitchell is removing the sway bar.
Sway bar, and now I'm pulling this bottom shock bolt so we can get the shock out of the way. Basically trying to free up everything so we could drop this axle down to get these springs out of the way. Then yeah, once we put the new springs in, then we lift it back up and put everything back on.
Okay, bottom of the shock is out. Now we just gotta get the top of the shock out.
Sway bars are out, shocks are out. On the bottom, we still need to pull the tops.
Oh yeah, this is a good sign of a good shock, is being able to just do this a whole bunch.
Dude, this thing was like riding in a rickshaw.
A rickshaw? What is that?
A rickshaw, where like the guy runs with you get the people in the back and he's got the cart and he runs.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, it's like,
yeah, take a corner too hard and you're flipping.
Yeah, you get a squirrel too hard on the top, it makes the shit bounce.
One shock, out.
There she is.
How big's that hole in the side of that thing? Strong.
That's how you keep the gas in.
Thanks, Iron Man.
And this truck actually has electronically adjusted suspension. Obviously, it didn't do a single thing with this big, massive blowout, but it's pretty cool that it is luxury enough to have this.
This is some like G-Wagon shit.
Yeah, exactly. Some real
$100,000 shit right here.
Real Lexus ass shit.
4-pin, $25,000 a pin.
Left. There you go, bro. There you go, bro. Did you just bust your nut?
You need stitches? Okay, so these goofy looking ones that get smaller at the bottom, is this the bottom?
Yeah, it's called beehive.
That's the rear.
You see how those ones are straight?
Straight. Those are not beehive.
Yeah, why don't we just throw a car strap on those mothers?
Okay, so we went to the AutoZone and we got these spring compressors, so this job should become fairly easy. We don't have to fiddle with these ratchet straps anymore. All right, the sprang is in. The first sprang from the rear to the front, because the rear is basically done. We found a couple bolts and nuts that we're not sure where they go. They might have been sitting on the lift all along, but we're not really sure. Beside that point, we're moving to the fronts now. We just went and got food, so everyone is down on energy, because after you eat food when it's this late at night, things kind of go downhill, but I'm really trying to finish this up so I can drive it home. And yeah. All right, both passenger side and driver's side struts and springs are out. Time to get those brand new boys. This shit's hard. It's not like installing coilovers on a 240. The morale has definitely lessened in the amount of time we've been here, but we got the fronts in, we got the rears in, and we're about to lower it and see what kind of lift we actually got. Yes, sir. So we're gonna throw the wheels back on and lower it, and initially we'll see what we got out of this lift kit.
The lift legs are off the frame right there.
Damn, that's definitely high. Yeah.
Let's. I'm gonna bounce it. And we'll measure. We'll give it a couple good bounces.
Yeah. Way better.
Your tent's got that premium bedrock. That's just.
Yeah. See how much this bounces, but it doesn't. It bounces like normally now, instead of like fucked up like it was. Moment of truth. So what did we say this one? The rear was probably 30.
33 and a half. 37 inches. Just about. We're right under 37.
Damn. So we got 2.5 inches?
So 33 and a half, you got 1 inch, 2 inch, 3 and a half.
3.5?
In the rear. But it's gonna settle probably another inch, so I'd say pretty close to that 2.5, 3. Like, we'll see how much it settles.
Also, who knows, like what it was to begin with might have been way less than stock because those struts were so blown so it might have been.
Well, and those springs are gonna be softer, you know, over time.
Yeah.
Fronts, we were at 32 and a half. We're now 1, 2, 3 inches in the front. So 3.5 in the rear and 3 inches in the front, which makes sense because when we did measurements before,
it was a little offset.
Front was lower by 1 inch, so roughly 3 inches lift at the moment. Probably will drop down 1/2 inch to 1 inch, I'd say, once it settles. So put you right around 2.5.
So we got our advertised 2-inch lift.
You did,
which is dope.
That'll fit some 33s.
Yes, sir. All right. Well, thank you guys for watching. Thanks, Mitchell, for all the help. Thanks, Charles. He's sleeping now, but thank you, Charles, for the help.
Like you said earlier in the video, you know, if we were to eat first, we would get back and finish it. You know, after we ate, went and passed out, you know, the struggle.
Yeah, that's exactly what Charles did. Like the second we got back, we went to sleep. But yeah, we finished it. I'm hyped. I get to drive home now. I don't have to sleep in the tent tonight. But yeah, thank you guys again for watching. New wheels and tires coming soon, and we'll put those on. Check out that little Corolla in the back. Woo! All right, see you guys in the next video. Peace out.